Now, you said this tweet that you didn't think was going to catch all these people's attention. It blew up. Instead of going at them to defend your point, you go back on your page to tweet that, oh, you guys are all dumb and I'm smart because now I'm viral. But you have no plan to do anything with this viralness. You have no fucking plan. So how are you any different than them? Like, I just love, like, the internet. That's why I love the internet so much when it comes to that shit. Because that shit is so dope because everyone is a genius once something works. Mm-hmm. However, once it works, they have no idea what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
So it's like, you didn't expect this to happen, did you? So this is great that, like, you don't know what to do.
What do they say about success? It's when opportunity and preparation meet or something like that?
Yeah, opportunity and preparation meet. I think it's that, but also has something to do with like luck too or something.
Yeah,
like,
something like that. But it's like they had the the luck, but they were not prepared for this shit.
No, not prepared at all. So now you don't know what to do with this shit. You don't know like what you're gonna actually build from this shit. And it's like, what happens? Fucking now there's my wife showed me a TikTok challenge, which was tell us when the first time you went viral.
Wow.
And it's a whole bunch of kids basically talking about videos that they either like recorded or like, oh, I was that dude who was making this noise. And I was like, this is the saddest shit ever. I'm like, this basically tells about how you fucked up and didn't like capitalize on anything.
Yeah.
And this is the world we live in. We don't live in like a world of let's make something. We live in a world of let's have a moment, let's laugh, let's move on.
Right, and that's the thing we're talking about with, and this is not exclusive to youths.
No.
God, that was so old. It sounds so old.
To the youth.
To the youth. It's not exclusive to them because it could happen to anybody at any age, but this is why when you're young, you should listen to older people, at least the smart ones that you deem like are kind of smarter.
Yeah, or wise.
Yeah, wise, because they have the experience. So when this shit happens and you're not ready, you could go like, hey, I need some help. Like, what should I do? And then you could at least have some sort of plan.
Right.
For what to do with this.
Like, and that's the thing about now, like, using the internet. People they see people like Little Pump and they're like, this is what I have to do. And it's like, no, because even... I'll say it again. We shit on the Kardashians, but that sex tape, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say about that girl. That sex tape made them all billionaires.
Yep.
Who else can say that? Who else can say an indiscretion made me filthy fucking rich? Mm-hmm. Beyond, like, not even beyond the point of, like, once I die, the money's gone. No. They are, like, they have generational wealth from basically... a chick getting smashed on camera. Mm-hmm. If we're talking, if this was hood shit, that's a come up and they should be applauded because it's like, how the fuck did you do that? But we look at it because the world wants us to, or people want us to be like, oh no, fuck them, they don't blah 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 whatever. But I'm like, all right, if you had the same indiscretion, what would you rather have? Would you rather turn that shit into fucking makeup lines, clothing lines, businesses, TV shows, production companies, management companies.
And that's just you.
And that's just you.
Right? Not to mention all your family members that get another come up from it.
Every time they have a kid, they instantly become rich. Yeah. Any idea they fucking have. Oh, you want to fucking sell little basketballs with bullshit on the side of it? Cool. Now those basketballs are fucking everywhere. And everyone like...
To the point where you could just be seen with one of them, like take a photo with one of them. All of a sudden you blow up.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Like they have friends that are known.
Yeah.
For just being their friends, not doing anything else. That Jordan Woods girl, like all these dudes like want to be with her, and it's just because I was Kylie Jenner's best friend at one point.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. It makes sense. No one should choose just to do nothing.
Right.
With the viralness. Like, do something, try something, start something. It don't matter how. That's the thing, too. I think because it was an accident, they think, if it looks like I'm trying now, it's going to be embarrassing. It's corny. It's going to be embarrassing, and no one's going to like it, blah, blah, blah. So it's just, I'm not going to try, so I can't lose. And fucking forever, me and Dwayne have hated that mindset so fucking much. Like, since we were kids, man.
Yeah. Like, fam, just try, bro. Like, especially for shit that you know that you want to accomplish or whatever, right? You don't have to, like, everything that you do, you don't have to, quote-unquote, succeed. or you don't have. It doesn't have to be to the greatest depths of like I'm the biggest shit on the planet. No, because like there's a such thing as big victories and small victories, right? Sometimes the thing that you try, maybe it wasn't meant for you to blow up on this, but you tried it and you found out that, hey, actually I can do this, or now I have the foresight that I can use something like this to do this. And it's like that is actually what puts you in the right direction. People just they'll take the first thought they have. And it's like, if I fail at this, I will never try anything again. Yeah. If I can't have this girl that I try to talk to, whatever, and she blows me off, fucking all women are pieces of shit, and I don't care. like if this dude doesn't go out with me, then men are dogs and pigs and assholes and everything. I'm like, you just tried once. All these people that we look up to tried millions of times. Fucking Jay-Z, there's stories about Jay-Z being scared to rap. Eminem being scared to rap. Fucking like, and look, these are considered the greatest rappers ever.
Yep.
Fucking
almost every like biographical movie of someone like super famous, the beginning is always how they were trying something, they fucked up really bad, and then they kept going.
Fucking Roy Jones gets screwed in the Olympics, and he talked about how that one loss fueled his whole career because he got screwed over that fucking bad. Floyd Mayweather, yes, undefeated by our eyes, but he did lose in the Olympics. I mean, on some bullshit, but he still lost. Same thing. That one loss made him say, nah, never again.
And that's the difference. That's the difference between someone that could actually make it and someone that's just going to be a fucking sideshow for the rest of their life.
All that shit is, at the end of the day, is how much are you willing to get fucking hit and come back?
Yeah.
Because all that shit, like I said with the Kardashians or whatever, people just seem to think that, oh, they were rich and then she had a sex tape and they just blew up. It was like, no. Yes, they were rich, but then their dad died. A lot of that money now, you have to kind of figure out what the fuck we gonna do. Right. And then that sex tape happens and they were getting killed. Like she, Kim Kardashian, she did have a job. She was Paris Hilton's assistant. She wasn't she wasn't just some rich lawyer's daughter who just,
I know that.
Yeah, that's where she started. She was Paris Hilton's, assistant. They were friends, of course, but she was her assistant. She got paid. Fucking sex tape happens. She turned that shit, her and her family, into what it is today. We can say what we want to say about them, but, they turned a negative into a super positive. It's just crazy.
It's just like, so our point is, like, we're trying to make a sex tape. Who's willing to come down? Like,
come on. Let's 1 minute mishaps.
Just a minute of your time, please. A minute of your time.
That's all we need is a minute.
It'll still be under the brand. We're gonna coach you. Actually, once it blows up and goes viral, we're gonna coach you how to make it into a business.
You want a DP situation? That's 30 seconds between both of us. It's still a minute. It still works.
You will be successful after this sex tape.
You will not be satisfied, but you will be successful.
Yeah. It's all for the movie. It's just, you're gonna look like you're satisfied in real life now.
Our porn infomercial is amazing.
Yeah. God damn. It's just.
Can we get a minute of your time?
we have this casting couch.
It's squeaky clean. You want to know why? It only takes a minute.
We have a designated bust area
because we're not animals.
we respect you.
We just need 2 forms of identification.
Oh god, that'd be the wildest business. Like, let me fuck on camera, and then I'm gonna show you how to start your business from here.
All right, so you see this tape? You see this? You have a great ass. Your face?
Okay, look, after the consultation, these are your angles.
Your face? Your ass is what you need to do. All right, so you need to take pictures of your ass.
We're gonna capitalize that. We're gonna call it no face, and you're just gonna bounce it everywhere.
Come on, but even that's a joke, but.
It's real.
Oh, yeah, I'm like, you remember.
That's why OnlyFans.
But, you remember, I know you remember one of the first ever cam girls. And this is when we were, in middle school, whatever. It was literally a chick who would just wear, little schoolgirl outfits or whatever, and you would never see her face. Body looked crazy, though. and she was making fucking bank, and people like. This is us as kids. So us as kids, you know, our mind isn't like...
We really did think of it as a business as kids. Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, us as kids, we sat there and like, that's fucking genius.
Yeah. I remember one of the first ones I heard about cam girls, she didn't even get naked. She was just living her life. Like, she would read a book on the couch, wash dishes, watch TV, and she was making bank. I was just like, damn.
Come on, like, that one chick, I mean, she got shitted on, but the girl who sold her virginity or whatever. Personally, on an ethical level, do I think that's cool? No. But if she had a plan. Yeah. She was like, dudes like me, I'm going to sell something that is seen as sacred. I'm going to use this money to fund whatever the fuck I'm going to use it for. So I gotta respect that because, again, it's a plan. It's not her being like, fuck me for money and that's it. She was like, I'm going to sell this shit to the highest bidder. Get all this fucking money. And then I'm going to start my fucking whatever the hell I want to do from there.
Yeah.
Like, you got to respect
So you could hate, like, all these people that go viral, they could hate on, like, OnlyFans and porn as much as they want. But OnlyFans, that's a business, man.
Yeah.
They're doing something with what they know. It's not some, like, 15-minute of fame shit.
Yeah. I mean, and again, it has to be respected because they're buying the equipment. They're choosing to now dedicate their time, a good majority of their time, to this shit. At least I've heard good OnlyFans. They provide actual like content for real, like not just a bullshit picture or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm sure they practice at their art.
They have to.
Yeah, like come on, because you see like it's like a. They're not porn stars or anything like that, and you see them fucking on camera like Pornhub or something like that. It's like real sex or whatever, all that shit, you know? And it's like, oh, they're barely doing anything. Like, they're not doing what porn stars do. It's like, you gotta practice that shit and really find your rhythm or whatever.
Find your rhythm is hilarious. But this is sparking something in my head. How do you feel about, because you said, you know, like, a lot of people today look at certain things as like, oh, like, nah, I don't want to, like, if I try, it seems like I'm fucking trying too hard. I'm doing this and that. I think that goes hand in hand with like people's perception or like people meeting like people that they respect or that they fuck with. It's the same shit. Like, the older I get, and I was a person who was like this too. And so, like, I understand at least the mindset of it. But as I gotten older, I'm like, damn, that is crazy. Because, like, when you actually like certain people or, like, certain celebrities or whatever, I think it is okay to be like, hey, of course, you meet them. I think it's okay to be like, hey, man, I fuck with you. Like, I fuck with what you do. I fuck with your music, or I fuck with your show or your writing style or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, and it's a big thing in these communities where it's seen as if you like show respect to people, you dick riding,
thirsty.
Or, yeah,
you're just trying to get on.
Yeah, and I'm just like, we gotta kill that shit too, because I feel like that really does hinder a lot of people, like, because people will know people who could probably help them, you know, get to wherever the fuck that they want to get to. Mm-hmm. And they'll put it into their mind like, nah, I don't want to do that because they're gonna think that I'm fucking dig eating or I'm fucking blowing their shit up and everything. I saw an interview today with Young Thug, and he was talking about how, and this was real shit, he was talking about how, you know, his idol was Lil Wayne, and he even, again, this is a nigga who is a known street nigga, had money before rap. He talked about how, like, Lil Wayne influenced him so much. He was like, I have this nigga's name tatted on my arm. And he was like, the first time I met this nigga, he was a dick. He was a dick. And then he was like, I said, what's up? He was just like, whatever. He's like, I went to go dap him up. Didn't even dap me up. And then he was like, I was like, okay, cool, whatever. He's like, the second time we met, I said, what's up again, dapped him up. He was like, he gave me the most bullshit dap ever. And then he said in the interview, he was like, I knew from then on I would never treat someone like that, ever. Like, and then it was just dope hearing how he's like, every person I've ever met, I've played the role some way, somehow, of either getting them some money or telling them what they need to do to get money. He's like, because I'm not he's like, I don't care. It has no effect on me. You listen to me, cool. You don't, you don't. However, I'm a sucker nigga if I choose to not help you because I don't think or I think I'm too big to fucking
too cool.
Yeah. Like, and I was just like, damn, that's like hearing it for someone like, you know, who is now like, we can argue like Lil Wayne is still where he is, but Young Thug surpassed Lil Wayne now.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah, right? So like at least to the kids, you know, so that's what he was basically saying, like, yeah, I idolized someone. They did not give me the time of day. He was like, only if he knew he could have benefited from giving me the time of fucking day.
True.
And that's why he's like, I don't do that to people. Because you never fucking know who the fuck you're talking to or what they're going to be.
Yeah. And a simple just, hey, what's up? And a little, just like 5 seconds worth of attention. You know, like they understand that you're going to be busy. Like if Lil Wayne did that and it was just a 5-second, hey, what's up, man? In the head, it's just like, yeah, he's busy doing a whole bunch of stuff. He's like arguably the biggest rapper at this time.
Right.
So, of course.
Right.
Whatever shit like that. So, and again, it's so weird because the generation or whatever thinks of doing that shit is lame. Mm-hmm. But again, arguably one of the biggest rappers today does that. He does that. Like,
so that's my logic to it. So I'm like, so you gonna call him a lame?
Yeah,
like, cause now I'm giving you an example of someone in your fucking age group or someone that you listen to. Mm-hmm. Do you think he's a lame? Because from all intents and purposes, that nigga ain't a lame. Like he in the interview I was watching, there was a lot of truth that was being said. He was like, you know, you wore the dress, and he was like, didn't one person play with you? Cause they knew, and he was like, yeah, and he was like, he felt like, which I have to give him, he felt like I inspired so many artists today. He's like, well, I didn't ask nothing for it. I didn't say like, oh fuck. He was like, that's what's supposed to happen. Mm-hmm. Great. He's like, I inspire you to take whatever the fuck you want to take with it from me.